So the most important element in working with data would be the acceptance of decision makers, the C-suite, because it's a long-term commitment. So by having the acceptance, this will create a domino effect that will break down the internal silos in order to get people to share more and get maximum value out of the data. The process that we use to collect data to deliver the information, we need to first start with the problem statement. The problem statement will drive everything, will provide clear direction. After this, we move, and this will allow us to translate the requirements in order to focus the energy to collect and normalize this data. Then we move to a processing of the data. And remember, AI, even though it's really hot and buzzy, is not the answer to everything. There's still classical problems out there that can bring tremendous value. There's standard algorithms out there already to serve for this purpose without going into the AI world. And after that, visualizing the data is very important. This is where you get people to really connect to the information, and the data needs to tell a compelling story in order to get people to connect and move to action. So we always present our story via 4 stages. So this is really important for the communication and stay focused. So the first one would be descriptive state. This is to present what data you currently have in a centralized location. Second would be diagnostic state. Diagnostic will find correlations between various data in order to drive a bit more insight. So the third one would be predictive state. This will move towards predicting the future from historical trends. And the final state would be the prescriptive state, which is to take these information and move to action. So the current challenges in regards to information delivery, the first one I would say would be translation. So translation between domain expert requirements to the data analyst. There's a big disconnect there, and this is a big challenge today. So the second challenge I would say would be the interpretation of the findings. With the use of AI today, these algorithms can become quite complex, and it's hard for the decision makers to really understand where and how did we come to these findings. Having worked with data for a while, there's a high percentage of the data that doesn't even see the daylight. I would say that if people don't pay attention to their own data, they will not survive. And I'm not only saying being aware of the techniques or this digital transformation, but moving to action in order to use it. And finally, working with machines, what we call collective intelligence, is very effective at this point in time. The technology out there with the humans in the loop is generating a lot of success and bring a lot of value. So with working with machines, what's more important is to measure what you are doing in order to improve.